All right, if you're looking at getting started in calisthenics, you want to learn some more bodyweight style exercises, but you don't really know where to start, or maybe you're already doing calisthenics and bodyweight stuff, but you're not experiencing those results that you know you should be getting. Well, you'll definitely want to watch this video because we're going to be covering 3 big mistakes that we see a lot of people making when they first get started, and these are ones that we've personally made on our own too. Now, this is just the first video out of a 3-part series, so if you're not a part of this already, you're not on our newsletter, be sure to join down below. This will also give you access to a free workout. Now, if you're already on the article page, then you'll see the videos down below when they are released. And at the end, we're going to be releasing something really special, so stick with us on that. The first big mistake is not learning and perfecting the technique for each exercise before you go into your workout. And this one's a really big one because a lot of times you don't really think about the little things when it comes to technique, and it's really these little things that add up. These are what lead to either getting injured or not, really getting the most out of each exercise. So think about this. So even with a push-up, me and my brother, we made this mistake at the beginning and it cost us a lot. This is why we experienced shoulder pain and elbow pain after workouts. We didn't really know why, and it was because of this. So with the push-up, the mistake we were making is we weren't stacking our joints and we were flaring out our elbows. So with the push-up, like so, when you flare out your elbows and you turn out like this, what's happening is you're going out of alignment. So you're putting too much pressure on your elbow and you're putting a lot of strain on your shoulder. When if you wrapped it in and stack your joints under each other, like so, you're able to support yourself much easier. And that's just one example out of a ton. The second big mistake is not focusing on mobility or hitting a good range of motion. For example, me and our brother, we had horrible mobility and range of motion in our shoulders. Our shoulders would turn out like this, and honestly, when we would do certain movements, we'd look like Frankenstein, all stiff and we were real tight here. It wasn't actually until we started training with the bodyweight stunt team in Hollywood where they really taught us the importance of having a good range of motion in the shoulders, being able to have good mobility here. Because, for example, with handstands, you have to be able to reach a good range of motion here. You need to be able to push out so that you can stack your joints when you're going into it. For animalistic movements, when you're doing ground movements, having that range of motion with your shoulders enables you to hit certain moves that you wouldn't be able to do before. And for moves like doing Kung Fu, where you need to have good lines, if your shoulders are really tight and stiff and you're trying to do movements, it just doesn't look as good. So the big thing is getting a full range of motion in all of your joints. That's just with your shoulders. You want to be able to do it with your squat, with your hips. So there's a lot of different things with mobility that's going to go directly into your calisthenics and bodyweight training. The third big mistake is not using PMO. Now, PMO is progressive movement overloading. So in weightlifting things, you probably heard of progressive overloading, where you increase the weight, you increase the resistance so you can get those gains. Well, you have to do the same thing for calisthenics and bodyweight, but we got to do it in a different way because you're using bodyweight movements. So we need to make the bodyweight movements a little bit harder or a little bit more challenging or change them up so that we continually see gains and get better results. A great example of this is with the pull-up. Now, let me just show you over here. We can use different movements to slowly progress into the pull-up. So for example, you can start with a bar like so, and we can work on at an angle. So we're still building strength in the muscles we need with the back, but it's a lot easier because we're not having to use as much or hold as much of our body weight. So for example, we'd be here and you can pull up. So you're still strengthening that area. Once you get good with that, then, there's other things we can do, but just a quick example, we can then go into doing negatives. So where you're not doing the full pull-up, you're going up using assistance to raise yourself up to the bar, hold up, and then slowly lower. So we're still building strength, but it's easier than just doing the pull-up until eventually we progress into where we're doing a full pull-up. So that's just a simple example. We have a lot of other ninja tricks for getting different movements, but it's all about using progressive movement overloading. All right, so make sure not to make those 3 big mistakes we just covered. It's going to save you a ton in your training. Now remember, this is just the first of a 3-part series. If you want to join in and get access to those other videos when they're released, then be sure to click on the link in the description, subscribe to our newsletter. You're also going to get a free in-home strength workout to go ahead and get started. Now, if you're already on the article page, then what you'll see down below is we'll be posting the videos as they're released. And then at the end of these 3 videos, we're gonna be releasing something really special. It's gonna be for Cyber Monday, so you definitely wanna be there for that. All right, now I'm gonna go back to the place. I wanna give some shout outs because a lot of you had some really awesome comments in the last video. Let's do it. All right, so these are gonna be shout outs from 2 videos back because we didn't get to cover it in the last one. So this is from the ab one, and the question I asked was, what is your favorite ab exercise and why? And so we got some pretty good responses. And now remember, if you get a shout out in this one, you get our Rapid Primal Fitness program absolutely free. We're gonna be sending that to you. And we'll be replying to the comments in that last video. So be sure to check on there because we're gonna tell you how you can pick up this course. All right, so the first winner is Yassine Ahmed, and you said V raises on a bar. I love them. I can get some forearm work too, plus some hip mobility. The second winner is Wordy 1221, and you said hollow tucks because they're a difficult exercise, but pays off with the core strength at the end. And then the final shout out is for Athlon Over, and you said mountain climbers. They feel great, and if you play some cool music while you're doing them, you feel like you can do anything. You're the best around style. All right, so thanks for commenting on that video. Remember, you're getting access to our Rapid Primal Fitness program absolutely free. So we're gonna be replying to the comments on that video and share with you how you can pick up that program. Now, I'm also gonna be putting a comment question down below this video. Now, this is going to be for a full series, so I'm just gonna be choosing a few out of this series of videos. So when we put the comment down below the question, be sure to reply on that because we're gonna be choosing a few people out of the next 3 videos that we put out. And this one's gonna be real special because we're actually gonna give you access to the special offer that we have for Cyber Monday. So whenever that gets released, we're gonna choose 3 people out of these next 2 videos. Out of the comment question, you're gonna be able to get that whole deal that we're putting out absolutely free. So thanks again for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.